It's Electric Brian again, and I am going to be doing some full self-driving tests today. I'm going to be using my 2023 Model 3 with hardware 3, and I'm doing a demo drive of a new Model 3 with hardware 4, both on the latest version of full self-driving. Mine is 12.6.4. So I have to get down to where the demo drive is in Cheshire, Connecticut, at a hotel, and then from there I'm going to do a loop all around. I'm going to first get on the highway, go up to a supercharger, and then weave through the town back to my starting point. I'll do that with both cars and see how it works. Alright, I'm putting my car into drive. I'm just getting to the hotel now. I might as well full self-drive there. I'm in a parking spot. My exit straight ahead. It's not doing anything right now. Wiggle the wheel of encouragement. Nope. Sometimes I found that if I just give the wheel a little bit of wiggle, it goes. But nope, I'm going to have to press the accelerator. Just a tiny, tiny tap. And it goes. Not sure why it's going left here when it's showing to go right. I mean, it's showing to go straight, but it had its left blinker on. Still has the left blinker on. So that's weird. It wasn't following the map, which is definitely the faster way. And now there is a giant pothole here, so I stopped for that. I'll start it up again. More potholes. Oh man, these are giant potholes. So many potholes. Alright, the road should be smooth the rest of the way. So as I'm driving down to the hotel, I'm going to fast forward a lot because that's not really the point of the trip. The point of the video is comparing the two on the same route. But if there's anything interesting that happens, like this, we were stopped here for an extremely long time for no cars anywhere near ever. And oh, pothole. Potholes. Alright. So now we should be good. I'm going to be in chill mode on the way down, but when I do the two drives in the two cars, I'm just going to use standard as a good comparison. The car swerved out of the lane without a signal at all. Don't really know what happened there. The lanes were clear. I'll have to check the video to see what the display showed. But it just kind of was drifting out of the lane into the other traffic. I'm pulling up to the hotel now where the demo drives are. They're completely automated through the app. It's super easy to sign up. And there's a Model Y and a Model 3. It looks like I'm going to be taking the black Model 3. And it parked me poorly in this Diamond Elite spot here. So my demo drive is right there. It's the Highland version of the 3. But for now, I'm going to do my car, which is version 12.6.4 of full self-driving, which is the latest version for this hardware 3 car. Like I said, the other one's a hardware 4 car. So my drive is going to be the same for both. For my car, I'm not navigating to the supercharger exactly because I don't want to precondition the battery since I'm not going to be charging. But I put a point right at the supercharger. But for the other car, I will navigate to the supercharger because for the demo drive, it says to charge it. So, let's continue this trip. Of course, the new one, I'll have a button I can just press to start the drive, but now I have to put my foot on the brake pedal to put it into drive, and then pull down once to start, and we'll start our drive. Make sure I am in standard. One difference between these two vehicles. Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go. One difference between these vehicles is that it'll only show that I'm in standard. It'll only give me the options for standard, chill, and hurry on highways or major roads. But the new 3 will give me that option on more roads. We don't have the right of way because we don't have the arrow anymore, so we stopped way too hard. We should have eased off the accelerator much sooner. The first part of this drive is highway, and then the way back it'll be all back roads. I have a gas Escalade in front of me. This you get the Escalade IQL, or as I prefer, the long IQ, the LIQ. And a Mercedes G-Wagon coming up on my left too, looks like. Definitely not the electric one of that either. Made a good lane change to get to the middle lane of the 3 lanes. So as I was saying, the demo drive is super easy to configure, to set up. I have a completely unmanned one that I'm doing. It's all done through the app, through the Tesla app. I just went to their website, picked a date and time that I wanted to do the drive, which car I wanted. I could only do the 3 or Y from this location. If I wanted to do the Cybertruck S or X, I could have gone to Mohegan Sun, where it is manned. But this is completely self-check-in, everything. It's super easy. And then you get the Tesla app, and the car that you're demo driving shows up in your app. If you already have a Tesla, You tap the top right where the name of your car is, and you pick the other car, and it just guides you through. Super easy process. So anyone could just, without any friction, sign up for a demo drive. You do have to take a picture of your license in the app to confirm it's you, that you are a licensed driver, and then just hop in your car and you have an hour to drive it around. You don't have any salespeople to talk to you. No one to bother you. There hasn't been any reason for the car to have to do any weird maneuvers. It's been a very easy little highway drive, just going up this one exit. But it did nicely get over to the right with at least a half mile left. It got over to the right because I'm taking this exit. Although I am hugging the side awkwardly. I'm not sure why. Should be more hugging the right side. Coming off the highway. Did a very nice job stopping out the red light. We have an arrow. It's very hard to see, but it got it nicely. Staying in the left lane because we're taking a left soon. 0.2 miles. Put the blinker on nice and timely and got over into the proper left turn lane. Clip the yellow line, double yellow line, but I'm sure everyone does that. It wasn't unsafe. The lane ended, so it got over to the right. Kind of late, but I didn't notice the lane was ending. I wasn't paying attention to that. Back into the left lane to take our left. The supercharger is at a Target. It's buried back here. The Target is buried in the shopping plaza. Looks like we have an Equinox charging and a Volvo. That's all. Oh, there are level 2 chargers here as well. Nicely around the curbs. Alright, since I didn't navigate to the superchargers, it's pulling into the left here. Oh no, it is pulling in. It's the left blinker's on and it's stuck here. Don't know, there's no one around. Okay, now it's going. Not sure why the left blinker was on. It started going left and then it veered to the right all of a sudden. Maybe because it was wondering if I was supercharging. It kind of brought me to a parking spot. I'm kind of the line dividing it goes like right through the back of the car. But we're here, so I'm going to edit the trip. Remove that stop and continue on the drive. It did a good job on the highway getting here. So I have the new destination in, put it into full self-driving, and for some reason it's taking a right instead of a left to get out. Is it going to get me lost in here? No, I guess it does come out that way. I just assumed we would come in the way that we would leave the way that we came in. I always want to press the accelerator pedal at stop signs because it takes too long. Two lanes go right, and it picked the left of the two lanes because we'll be using the left lane to turn left soon. We cut that a little tight. There's a big truck that was turning next to us. We shouldn't have cut it so tight. We should just be able to go. There's no one out, no one around at all. It's a tricky triple entrance here, and it's having a hard time picking the right one. But it did get the right one. Didn't aim properly to get the right one. It had to adjust. So we are awfully far to the left when there's oncoming cars. It did not plan for the stop sign in advance enough. I had to use friction brakes. So this stop will be a dead end. I want to see how it handles that. Once we turn right, I'm going to remove the stop. See if I can do it quickly enough. So now our next stop is going to be out of this dead end. It's good there's some cars parked on the dead end, or cul-de-sac. Just doing a nice job taking it deep onto the right and easily handled this tight cul-de-sac. Sometimes this version or previous versions of Hardware 3 in cul-de-sac, it's had a tough time, but that one handled it fine. My car has 23,000 miles on it. It's about a year and a half old. And there are some creaks and rattles. I'm really interested to see how the Highland version of the Model 3, how that handles bumps, because this car is pretty rigid. Kind of a sport-tuned suspension. You feel everything, basically. And I don't want to feel the road when I'm driving. There's a car coming down the hill, so we should not go yet. But we drafted it nicely. Very well done. Stop. Is the car coming? Stop. That would have been absolutely fine if I wasn't paying attention. I wouldn't have known to be nervous about the car coming, but it did a very slow creep, so it wasn't like it was, did not feel like it was going to jump out in front of the car. And I foolishly didn't set a trip for this drive. That would have been good to have a trip for both cars to see the difference. Of course, it's not apples to apples. Anyway, it's getting warmer out. Let's end that stop. Apparently it took me way too long to edit the trip. The car yelled at me to pay attention. There are people ahead that looks like they want to cross, and they are indeed crossing. People and a dog, but we're going left anyway, so they're not in our way. We're not in their way either. It's really tight here with people parked on either side. Did a pretty good job. Do wish it gave a little bit more room next to cars. We can go. Has its left blinker on, but we're going straight. There is no left turn, at least. There's a wrapped Cybertruck here. Went to Dunkin' Donuts. Thing's huge. I have full self-driving on my car for just this month because I used referral credits. So thank you very much to those people who have bought a car with my referral credits. My link is in the that's a loud motorcycle flying by. My link is in the description below. Be sure to use someone's referral link when you buy a Tesla. It doesn't have to be mine, but it could be mine. It saves you a good amount of money. It's always changing. Sometimes it's $1,000, sometimes $500. There's a phantom brake right there. I'm not sure why. I guess I should not have gone into here. I put us into a used car lot here, like a junkyard almost. So I'm manually going to take us out of here. And edit the trip to remove, oh, let's see. Nope. Let's go right. So I thought I'd go in there. It looked like a place to go in and loop around, but nope, it wasn't. So now we're off to our next stop. I'll just have to remove that stop from the new 3. It would have been interesting to go in there, but it didn't look like we should be in there. Wow, the dump is super incredibly busy. All these people are in line to go to the dump. Wow. Never seen a dump that busy before. I'm going pretty fast for this stop sign up ahead. So it's, it did have to use a little bit of friction brakes. Whoops. We could go. We're going right, and there's no one there. We should have gone by then. Good job. There's a walking / bike path here that we're crossing, so I'm going to be extra careful. I don't think we had to make a full stop. There's no stop sign. Just a crosswalk with no one in it. Better to be safe, but that was if there was someone behind us, they may have crashed into us. I'm gonna have it pull into this last stop before we're back at the hotel. It's a brewery. There's no one here right now. Just compare how they both handle this. And it's putting me in the handicap parking spot. So it would be good if I was being dropped off, but not if it was parking me. So put in the last stop, so now it should back up. It should back up. It's not going to back up. So I'll put it in reverse myself. There we go, now I have the blue steering wheel available. Not sure why it's not going. There's no one around. So this drive has been, oh, that guy's going to the dump. He's going to be in a long line. This drive has been pretty good. The only issues have been it not driving like sharply enough around turns, but probably better than any real driver would do. Not avoiding potholes. I guess really the main issue has been stop signs and it not going when it should, and also slowing down too aggressively, not preparing for the stop soon enough to where it can't just use regenerative braking. But then it does some great maneuvers very frequently as well. It properly turned into the left lane and got right over to the right lane to turn right. We'll be turning right on red here. Go right away. Go. And I'm going to avoid this pothole. Avoided pothole. So now I'm back. I'm going to find a place to park. People are blocking all the parking spots. Well, I want to go into reverse. Go into reverse. Reverse, reverse. What the heck? That's dangerous. What is going on there? There's the new 3. It looks much better from the front. And then a red one as well. I wonder, so the Y is gone. But there's 2 3s. I wonder if I have the black one or the red one. So the back view and the front view at the same time. No front plate, must not be a Connecticut car. So, dual motor. So the first thing I had to do, go in and make sure that I had my cooled seat on. It's the most important thing in the new car. These ventilated seats. Feels nice already. Sure wish I had that. Maybe a tiny bit more legroom. So I am going to go to autopilot. Make sure it's on standard. Start FSD from park. Yes. Yes, I do want that. I don't want brake to confirm. So standard. Max speed offset. I think I had mine at like at 35, so I'll keep this at 35. I don't know why that wouldn't be on. So everything else looks good. Dynamics, apply brakes, good. I have the steering on light. So now I'll go to the software. We only have 964 miles on this demo car. Yep, I have the latest version 13.2.8 of full self-driving. So now I'll just put in all my destinations and start the drive. I have all my stops in, the same as I had in the other car, and now I just have to press and hold and it should start. It's backing me up, which is huge compared to version 12 in the old car. I should have adjusted the steering wheel and mirrors and things, but I'm not driving.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Meriden Waterbury Turnpike. Now turn left onto Meriden Waterbury Turnpike.
I need to turn off navigation, silence that. It's taking this turn quite hard compared to my car. We have a lot more acceleration in this car. If there's time left at the end of my demo drive, I might see what the acceleration is like. I really do like the upgraded look compared to the wood upgraded look of the dash. Not sure how I would like having the buttons for the blinkers if I was driving manually, but I'm not. And I just noticed the red light in the speaker for the blind spot. Guess it's more helpful than not. We are preconditioning for the fast charger. The instructions for the demo drive say navigate to your closest supercharger and charge for 15 minutes. I'm sure that is for two reasons. One, to get you used to charging, to see how easy it is, and two, because these are not manned at all, there's no one to charge them, so if no one charged throughout the day, they would run out of charge. We've not, the current drive is 492 watt hours per mile. That's not good at all. But the since last charge, 252 watt hours per mile. Different people's trips have been pretty high watt hours per mile, because I imagine people rip it in these, especially since it's the dual motor. There is some rattle coming from somewhere. That is starting to annoy me. Just paper in the glove box. Interesting. And hardware 3, it got into the left lane to go left here, but this time it's in the right lane. I guess there were other cars here then, but we're definitely, this lane probably is better because the left lane ends after we turn left. So very similar behavior there in both cars. And go. That car went way past the stop line before it stopped. So now we have a Tesla and a Rivian charging. Looks like that Volvo is still here. The Equinox is gone. Oh no, that's an Aria. So before there was an Equinox and a Volvo, now there's an Aria and a Rivian and a Tesla. So now that I've navigated to the supercharger, it's for some reason slowing down a lot right here. Go! I had to press the accelerator. I navigated to the supercharger and it's stopping short of it. Here we go. Now it should back in, or at least let me pick a spot. Is it going to back in? Doesn't have a blinker on. Oh, it's backing into a spot. Let's see how well it does. Look at this. This version's 1,000,000 times better. What? When does this come into hardware 3? Perfectly in the spot. And it puts it in park. Alright, I'm going to do a quick charge for them. So if I was paying, that was 65 cents for a couple of minutes. Alright, we're going to continue our trip to the next stop. I just have to hold that button and it's going a better direction. Is it? Is it? Go. Go. What's it doing? It's just hanging out here. What are you doing? Go. Go. Why are you thinking? I'm going to press the accelerator. Wow, I don't know what's going on there. It went a better direction than my car did, but it froze in the aisle. It's going 16 and a 25. That car is the right of way, and then we'll go right after immediately. Good enough. So I am feeling it's much less harsh. PSIs are maybe a little bit lower than mine are, a couple of PSI. So I'm going to press the accelerator to make sure we make it through this. People are cutting into our lane, but I really want to make sure I made that arrow. Something over there is rattling. We'll get to go soon. If you remember, in my car in hardware 3, I had a hard time picking the right spout here, and this very smooth in this car. Just knew which way to go and took it. The drive is definitely smoother as far as bumps are concerned. I think it's quieter. If we go right away, these people will not be annoyed. If we go slowly, they will be. That did a good job. So we're coming up to the dead end that Hardware 3 had no issue with at all. So I don't imagine this will have any issue at all either. We're going awfully slowly though. Again, we're going 18 and a 25, 17 and a 25. I don't think Hardware 3 was going so slowly. It was much more confident in this cul-de-sac. But it handled it just fine. Just slowly. On the way out, we're doing a better job. There's a truck at the close to the stop sign we have to maneuver around. What is rattling? Takes too long for it to get from 3 to 0. It did look like it tried to swerve around a manhole cover. If it did, that's great. It's clear, we could go. Immediate left, not a problem. We could go in front of that truck. Perfect. kids on bikes we have to slow down for. Get over. Okay, did an okay job with that. I would have been a little more cautious, giving them a bigger berth, but it worked out fine. Saw a car come down at the last second and safely stopped. I did do a very slight change to the drive compared to the Hardware 3 car. Hardware 3, we just came out of this road. I didn't feel like I wanted to go into that used car scrap yard lot this time. So we're back on the same track now. Hardware 3 did put his blinker on to go straight here. We'll see what Hardware 4 does. Looking for Joe mode here. Sounds. Joe mode is on now. 40 max. It's going 32 and a 30. A car is coming up on my butt pretty close. 3 cars now are zooming up to me. Oh, I guess the dump must have been closed before. Maybe it opened at 11. People were lining up to get there. And because now at 11:08 there is no one in line for the dump at all. You just drive right in. The blinker is much quieter now. It's much nicer in Joe mode, quiet mode. There's absolutely no concern driving through neighborhoods, city roads, highways. It's all doing a very good job on full self-driving. There are definitely times where it goes the wrong way, like on the way to the demo drive. It just drifted into another lane of traffic. 99% of the time, it does a good job. It just has to get to that 99.9999% of the time for it to be really, really good, really usable, really full self-driving. So neither car cut this turn as sharply as, like, they both honored the white line a whole lot, whereas most people just would kind of get into the lane a little bit sooner, to the turn lane a little bit sooner. It was, it's fine. Perfectly good either way. So I'm wrong. There is definitely a stop sign here. And then we have a lot of people coming, so we shouldn't be going for a little while after these 3 people. Then it's clear, and that handled that perfectly. Good job at the crosswalk. We are at Kinsman Brewing. See if it pulls into the same handicap spot. But at least we know it will be able to get out. We could totally make it before this car, but we didn't try. Maybe Hurry would have definitely easily made it. Come on, you could do it. It's looking for a spot to park, I assume. It's just gonna pull up to the, it's not a spot, but it's a good spot to drop off someone. It's a, ooh, came close to that barrel. barrel right off to our side. Alright, so we're here now. So I guess I'm going to edit the trip to remove the brewery. And yep, right away it's backing up. Don't know why version 12.6.4 can't back up. If it could do the auto park outside of full self-driving, that does backing up just fine. That makes it a much more complete product to be able to pull out of parking spots. The only time I touched the wheel was to adjust the steering column and the mirrors. I'll give it a wash too. See, the wipers are already improved. Same wipers that you probably can't see, definitely can't see, but whenever you wash the windshield, if you're at a low speed, water just comes down, dirty water, onto the driver's window. Let's see, one tap for the wiper, and then it always sprays off to the right. It needs a cap on the wiper or something so it doesn't spray. Okay, that's good enough now. I was just playing with the blinker on the steering wheel. Yeah, I could see how it would be easy when your hands are at 10 and 2, but when you're turning at all, definitely could be an issue. Good job waiting for the car that had the right of way off the highway. Perfect job turning into the proper lane and then blinkering over into the correct lane to turn right. So I like the Hardware 4 version a lot better. I like the Highland car better, with the ventilated seats and the... Oh, it just slammed into that pothole though. And the much more comfortable ride. So I wonder if it will pull into the spot here that it needs to. Nope. So I'm going to use auto park. Didn't know where it should park. Kind of missed, so it's going to go forward. Seems like I could have done that in one maneuver, but it's good to get it perfectly centered. So yeah, both versions did a very good job. They both need to learn how to avoid potholes. Hardware 4 version 13.2.8 is much better, mainly because of the button to start the drive and the fact that it could go backwards. So I definitely recommend you do a demo drive. I'll put a link to the demo drives in the description. It's super easy.